When there was some technical glitch. Now, answering to that question, you know already that anthropology has been becoming popular for the last 6, 7, 8 years. And the reason is because you are seeing good results. But the fact is that you know only that much. Even if you talk about the last 20 years, anthropology has been some 8% other than last year. The reason is that many candidates who are non-serious, they enter the field with that option. If, for example, if if the result was say around 100 to 110, that is around 10 to 11%. Last year, the candidate number increased to 15%, 1,500, and results increased only 120, 125. So obviously, out of that, percentage has declined. Last year, it was 1,700 people appearing. The result, UPSC declares this report 2 years later. 1700 if it is there and the result is say 140 or 150, decline is there again. And people will think that anthropology has become less scoring. That is not the case. Actually, anthropology has
Voice
आवाज
problem,
नहीं जा
sir.
रही भाई. Can Sandeep, can you hear or not?
Yes, sir. I am
Yeah,
hearing. But
all clear, sir.
आवाज
Clear.
break हो रही है, sir.
All clear, sir. All clear.
Sir, voices keep coming and going.
So overall number of candidates will keep on increasing, but proportionate increase in result will not be seen. The problem is that we have 5 different areas with different approach of all the 5 sections. One is social anthropology, second is cultural anthropology, thinker and thought, third is physical anthropology or biological anthropology, fourth is Indian anthropology, and fifth is tribal India. All the 5 have to be handled in different ways. On your own, you can follow any one approach, or you will consult toppers notes without realizing what change has taken place in the approach of the person. So overall, the number of candidates who make it to the final selection will increase, but in terms of percentage, that will decrease. So unless you are a serious candidate and understanding what we are going to discuss in today's seminar, I'm not sure whether anthropology is meant for you or you are meant for anthropology. But coming to that question on political science, I have a great interest in political science. The only thing is it is too lengthy. If you have interest, you have developed interest over a period of time in terms of national and internationals, then the syllabus won't be that big. But otherwise it is. So choice is yours. You may continue with political science. The only problem will be something that you have read in 3 years. Anthropology, we have to prepare in 4 months, including answer writing. If you have already done political science, it will take you 4 months only to revise political science. That will be the difference. Next.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm Anandpur, sir. My name is Chandrasekhar, sir. I'm writing anthropology previous year questions, answer writing daily, sir. It is good or prepare notes also good, sir.
See, in optional, if you are preparing notes, how will you prepare notes? Let us say you have in one particular head in the book, you will have say 600, 700, 800, 1,000 words. and you will condense into say 200, 300 words. How would you know which question he is going to ask, whether it is 10 marker or 15 marker or 20 marker? And how will you adjust? And how will you decide which 200 words are going to be your choice, which is correct or not? Writing answers is a good thing. But how
Yes.
would you realize whether you have done it correctly or not? You will need somebody to tell you whether you are approaching right or not.
Yes, sir.
Unless somebody is there with you to tell you that continue that way or change your approach. How would you realize? Just by writing answer? Out of say 10,000, 11,000 people who appear in mains, at least 4 to 5,000 people, they do practice answer writing.
Yes,
But
sir.
how to write and how much to write, how to introduce a question and how to conclude, where to stop and where not to stop, unless somebody is there to tell you, how would you realize whether you are going in the right direction or not?
Yes.
You do have help books. Aksha's book is there.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Definitely, my student he was. And then you have a book by Chronicle, and another book is there by Bashman.
Yes,
But
sir.
problem with all these books is one thing: if they stick to the word limit, then the newcomers won't be understanding,
Yes, sir.
and a large chunk belongs to newcomers. If they give exhaustive answers, that would be much beyond word limit. So, how to benefit from those books? You have to learn that also.
Yes, sir.
Next,
So this is Rahul Bhardwaj.
ये कैमरा भी नहीं
Hello, sir. Am I audible to you?
your volume.
Rahul, please speak a little louder.
Yeah. Am I audible, sir? Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Now,
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, I'm a working professional, and I'm looking for appearing in UPSC 2024, and actually, going for the anthropology optional is the only thing that I listen to many of the toppers like Akshat Jain sir, then Shubham Kumar sir. They took anthropology as their optional, and they got good marks, right? So this is the reason. But the only hardship that I'm facing right now is like my shift is for 9.5 hours. So how would I be able to manage that? Because I changed my shift just because to attend the classes. From the April, I will be attending the afternoon class that I have thought. Just because of that, I have opted for the night shift job. So how much time would I need to the put in for the anthropology optional? Because also if we consider GS is also there, right? And also I cannot leave the job at this point of time, or at what point of time I would be needed to leave the job. So you are not audible. You are not audible, sir.
Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
um,
Now you are audible.
no, but I'm not. I'm
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Rahul. You have some problem with your link platform. I've been already.
Again, your voice is not coming. No, sir. Not audible.
Now,
Yes, sir.
again, UPSC is a full-time job. And taking job
Again, sir, voice is breaking.
is
Yes, sir, it is for everyone.
So voice problem, sir.
still the situation is like that only, or you can understand.
Yes, sir.
No, sir,
Now
voice.
audible, sir. Now you are audible.
Sorry.
Right now you are audible. Yes.
I have been telling again and again that UPSC is a full-time job, and you cannot take up two jobs at a time. And if you are doing it, you are deliberately postponing yourself. See, for anthropology, if I say, if you are attending classes, subject is new, you have to read twice before coming to the class. And 15 minutes before the class, you have to send your doubts to me on my WhatsApp so that the things are cleared either during the lecture or after the lecture. You have to go back again, read again, and every day you have to write at least one answer to be evaluated subsequently and read what you have to read next day. If you are doing just answer only, I doubt you have any even time for general studies. If you are pursuing like that, 4 months is the time which we have calculated you should give to anthropology if you are doing it thoroughly. So how will and when will you do your general studies?
Then I will have to focus primarily on optional part. As far as
But
I
I'm sorry to say, one thing I frequently say that I have a complaint against the generation as a whole, your generation, that whatever you study today, you forget tomorrow.
yes, sir.
So if you study anthropology in 4 months, by the time you start your general studies, you will forget anthropology.
No, sir. After that, I will just go for practice. Like
No, that is, I
I will. Yeah.
very tough. Now, say you may be postponing your career by 2 to 3 years. Do you know how much will be the loss if you postpone your career just by 1 year?
So your voice is breaking.
Again, everybody,
Yes, sir. Now you are audible, sir.
I'm asking if you just postpone your career by 1 year, how much you lose?
Uh, Sir, after some months, definitely I will postpone my career, sir, because financial thing is also there.
My query is, if you postpone your career by 1 year, how much you lose? Anybody who can answer.
Many, sir. I will be 1 year back with the whole,
How much
sorry, sir. How much?
will be the loss?
Uh, if I'm looking for preparing in for this examination, I think there will be no loss. But yes, apart from this, there will be loss because I will be lacking 1 year of experience. You are not audible, sir.
Years. Now you will be searching for 34 years. 1 year
Yes,
you have lost, and that 1 year is not
sir. You
that loss is going to be quite significant. Hmm? Anyway, you decide. We are there to help you out. But the only thing is that I very rarely have seen people doing that way and making it also. Actually, preparing, you need a very cool mind. When you are revising, you may have your job. You may be able to give, say, 5 to 6 hours for revision. That will do. But when you are having your original preparation, cool mind is a must. And cool mind means whole time dedication. Next.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, how to add anthropology value additions?
How to get?
Value addition, sir. Value addition answers.
Firstly,
Answer.
firstly you have to prepare, then addition will come.
Yes, sir.
Hmm? You listen to the videos of toppers and you are saying value addition. Firstly, let me know what anthropology you know about. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
And actually, when you say value addition, there are two different things. Firstly, when you are writing your answers, in the examination, they have given you the word limit.
Yes, sir.
Never bother about the word limit. Bother about the time limit.
Yes, sir.
Like a 10 marker, you must not take more than 7 minutes.
Yes, sir.
And it will depend on your speed. You may be able to write 150 words in that. You may be able to write 200 words in that.
Yes, sir.
So accordingly, you have to adjust your content firstly. And second is updation and bringing variations to your answers. Say, for example, Akshar's book is very popular these days.
Yes, sir.
If 1700 people are appearing and 5 to 600 are just copying their answers from Akshar's book, even if it is an ideal answer, UPSC will consider it an average answer.
Yes.
So you got to have your own writing skills. You can vary in terms of examples. You can vary in terms of case studies. You can have a sharp conclusion. You can have a smart introduction, and that comes through practice.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
God bless.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Sir, actually, I need to ask that what do I need to read before taking the admission, sir?
Firstly, you have to decide that you are taking anthro or not. And
Yes,
second
sir,
thing is, and I'm talking to all of you, not a particular person. Second thing is, there is one book, Amber and Amber. Very simple, very lucid. It covers all the basics of anthropology. It is a bulky book. It is available everywhere in all the state capitals on Flipkart and all those channels. But some topics you have to emphasize more. Otherwise, whole book is a good book. Even if you may not need for anthro, you may need for essay or you may need for social issues. The only thing is 700-800 pages are there, and that may take if you finish one chapter a day, 26 chapters are there, I think.
Yes.
So you have to understand through that if you think you have to take. And then we start from my book, In Search of Ourselves, an introduction to social cultural anthropology. Again, it is available everywhere. In Search of Ourselves, an introduction to social cultural anthropology. And for rest of the things, you will get printed notes also and plenty of photocopies also.
sir,
Actually,
do I need to complete the book Ember and Ember from first to last?
I told you, it
Yes,
is
sir.
not only for anthropology. You may need for some social issues also, and maybe helpful for some essays also.
Yes,
Otherwise,
sir.
when we start, uh, immediately you will be told which topics are important. About 11 chapters are there, which you have to emphasize, plus all the full page boxes which are there that talk about the latest research. That will help you in improvising your answers. All that you have to take care of.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, my query is regarding the commencement of batches. Sir, is there any other batch starting after April or only one batch?
We have 3 batches in a year: April, August, and December.
Okay, so thank you,
And
sir.
it takes 3.5 to 4 months to finish one batch. So accordingly, we have 3 batches.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sir, there is one more doubt about admission, sir.
That admin will tell you about admission. You just talk about UPSC and answer with me. Antim sir is there. He'll discuss about the administrative role.
Okay,
Sir,
thank you.
this is Kanishk. Um, So my question is regarding that. Let's say if I cover anthropology and study during this 4-month period. After that, till the examination, how do I keep my skills sharp and keep good at the answers and stuff?
See, 4 months means you are completing your course. It doesn't mean that your relationship with me ends. It continues at least till the time you qualify. Thereafter, it is up to you whether you want to continue or not. You have your batch. Thereafter, we have test series. Thereafter, after the prelim result is out, we have time-bound answer writing program. How to write answers as per the time limit. And just 1 month before your exam, you complete your preparation that way. You can be in touch. Once you have finished with your answer writing, you can ask for more questions and you can get evaluated more answers.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Tejaswini.
Good
Tejaswini.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sir, we have met on seminar at Raipur.
I didn't get you.
Hello?
Aha.
Yes, sir. I'm roaming here and there with pen and copy, and you have just called me there. You remember?
हाँ हाँ बोलो आगे बोलो.
Sir, right now I am pursuing my MSc, as I told you, from Central University in Anthropology.
Right.
Yes, sir. Sir, so do I need a separate coaching on this, or my knowledge is sufficient on anthropology? I need to say this, sir.
See, actually, it is the other way around. Through coaching, you can top your MSc, but not the other way around. Academic approach is totally different from the competitions approach.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I should open out about Raipur or Bilaspur universities here in the
Yes, sir.
public, but the approach is very different, and that doesn't help you much in UPSC. I mean,
Sir,
you have already seen my videos,
yes,
so
sir.
you can find out what you are taught in your classes and what approach you have to follow, and then you can decide.
Sir, right now I am giving my semester examination of first sem and thinking of sir quitting the masters because I am unable to manage my preparation during the college as well. So, sir, should I quit my masters or should I continue with it?
That's a tough question to answer.
So
But
because I am only doing masters because we are promoted in BScs as COVID was ongoing. But so just because to gain knowledge and in that surround again, I am doing MSc. To attend examination and knowledge offline. So should I quit it or is it is okay,
as
sir?
far as the UPSC is concerned, it's not going to help you much.
Yes, sir.
I'll be there again by next month end, April end.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
sir,
Yes, sir.
sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I read Ember and Ember book near about to end. But I am facing problem to put the things in my answer writings to make the answer more sharply from the Ember and Ember. How to tackle with this condition, sir?
They tell you to write answers after reading Amber and Amber.
No, sir. I
That is what you can understand basics through that book.
Yes.
And obviously, other sources are there. Our study material is there. You have to learn to write answers.
Yes, sir.
The education system that you have today, whether most of you must be from engineering background only, the way you are pampered in your engineering, you forget whatever you had learned even your schooling. You forget even how to write answers. So you have to learn everything afresh. So Amber and Amber, I told you to understand the basics.
Okay, sir.
The rest I'll take up. I'll analyze the syllabus and I'll tell you the approach how to do with it. But meanwhile, Antim sir will tell you about the administrative procedure. We are going to have this batch. This is going to be an afternoon batch, 2 o'clock batch. And if again we are not sure whether we are going to have morning batch 9 o'clock at this very time only, we may postpone a bit, but we have not decided it yet. Antim sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, sir.
Firstly, administrative issues and then you can.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Antim, and I'll be center mein karo yaar. I'll be talking about the formal details of the batch. Okay. So the idea is that the morning batch is not cancelled. We may delay it by 2 to 3 weeks. That is a subjective thing. We are discussing upon it still. So we are having 2 batches starting. First one is starting from 15th of April only. And the timing for that will be 2 p.m., 2 to 4:30. And the second batch, it's tentative that it may start by 15th. But there is another possibility that it may go, it will start as first week of May. Okay. So that detail will be made available to you on the website. Okay. Morning version. Admissions date for both the batches will be 2nd April only. So I'll just tell you about the admission process also. You have to visit our website, vaidsics.com. There you will see a link for registration on the top banner as well as on multiple locations on the web page. So you can just go there and register. While registering, you will be asked to fill a few of your details like your name, phone number, email address, and a permanent address, and your batch preference, that is online or offline, and the timing that you want. Okay. And accordingly, if the available seat is vacant, you will get the batch. Then after that, you will receive an email from us on further instructions, how to proceed. I'll still summarize those instructions. If you are taking admission in the online batch, then you will get an email with the link where you can complete the admission process online itself. One small thing I missed mentioning here, while you are registering, you have to pay a registration amount of 2,000 rupees. That will be non-refundable, but that will be adjustable in the final fee payment. Okay. So for online people, once you register, you will have around, you will have next 3 days to make the payment of fee and secure your admission. Okay. After that, for offline people, there is a little complicated process. Not complicated, but stepwise process, I'll say. You can, once you get the registration is done, you will get an email from us. In that email, you will have a date and time slot at which you need to visit the institute and complete the formalities. Okay. When you are visiting the institute, you you must bring one photocopy of your Aadhaar card or voter card, any government ID that has your address, and 2 passport size photographs. Make sure you bring that. And you can pay fees in online mode, UPI transfer, bank transfer, NEFT, or you can pay by check or cash. Okay. So these will be the mode of payments. Guys, let me just complete from my side and then I'll take the questions. Okay. वो optional की choice के लिए उससे बात करें. Okay. So this is how your admission process will go on. Once your admission is complete, then you will get an email from us, admission secured. And by the evening of 6th of April, you will be added to a WhatsApp group where you will receive all the further details, how the material will be, how all the coaching will be going on. For online students, the study material is sent to you by courier without any extra charges. And the classes will be held on our app. We have an app, the name of VAIDS ICS, available on Play Store and App Store both. You can download it. It's only for mobile devices, that is mobile phones and tablets. Okay. One thing I like to highlight here, that when you join our classroom course, we are there with you till you so desire. So if your target year is 24 or 25 and you're joining in 23, that is not does not mean that our relationship has ended. It will go on till you so desire, till you approach. Okay. Okay. So this is pretty much. For online people, I want to highlight that the classes will be live only. And in case due to some network issue, you fail to attend the class or you have some issues, then we have a replay of all the classes of the week on Sunday. So we have 3 classes in a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And the replay of all these classes, compilation is there. That takes around 4 to 5 hours total. And it is replayed with adequate breaks. Just like you have a replay of a match, same way you have a replay. Okay. Regarding answer writing, we do it in groups. I personally make the groups and divide you people according to your background and geography, and assign you guys questions to write. That I further elaborate in the introductory class, that how the answer writing is done. Okay. So this is the basics about the admission process. Still, the information was on website, but I feel obliged to share. After this April batch, we'll have batches in August and December, likely in the 2nd or 3rd week. Jo bhi hai 15-16 tarikh, you can check the website. Okay. So this is the basic detail. Now, if you have any questions regarding how to proceed with admission and all those things, I'll be taking up after Ved sir is done talking. His time is way more precious than mine. So first, any queries that you have regarding UPSC syllabus, approaching the UPSC, you can ask. Anything regarding subject or GS also, you can ask. But if you have any technical question or related to administration, please wait. I'll be back once sir is done talking. Okay.
Basic. Okay. Good. Vikas is asking that he has a class at Vision. Again, let me advise you, do not join 2 coachings at a time. The way I'm telling you, for anthropology, you have to devote the same way you have to prepare general studies also. In general studies, let us say you have a class of 2.5 hours. You have to come back, convert everything into points. Whatever additional material you have to consult, and add those points into your class notes and remember before you go to sleep. And whole of this exercise for GS also will take 7 to 8 hours. Where will you have time for anthropology? So we always advise people not to join 2 coachings at a time, but still people don't listen to me and subsequently they suffer, they have to suffer. One thing you will agree to is, in any case, my experiences are more than yours as far as UPSC is concerned. So you should try to benefit from what I say. If you want to have 2 coachings, how does it matter to me? I'm getting free. That should be my objective. But still, I wish that if you are sincerely preparing, doing 2 things at a time may be quite tough. Ultimately, you are concentrating on general studies, you lag behind in anthro, concentrating on anthro, you lag behind in GS. Ultimately, coaching for both will be over, but you will be nowhere. At least 1 year you are bound to lose, at least. There can be more also. So all those who are already doing their general studies, I wish that they join after their GS classes are over. But meanwhile, they should be thorough with their general studies. Anybody else?
Hello, sir.
Mahima? Those who want to ask, they should raise their hands and I will call one by one. Mahima?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I am 2024 aspirant. Sir, will you made the notes for us, or I have to make notes?
You will be getting printed notes also and photocopies also. You don't have to make notes, you have to write answers. Right
Yes, sir.
on the first day itself, when we start our classes, I'll give you some, we'll start with the chapters of marriage, family, kinship, economy, polity, religion, the sequence that we'll be making. I'll give you the questions with respect to those that you have to write and get evaluated. For general studies, you have to prepare notes. For optional, you have to be ready with your answers. And be sure, once an answer, if I say it's okay, I'm very poor in that. I'm fastidious, very hard to please. But if I say it's okay, it simply means that that answer is worth at least 60% marks. So you can mug it up thereafter.
Sir, if my batch is over and I have some difficulty in the subject, I will join the next batch?
You are from
Sir, I am from Patna.
Patna?
Yes, sir.
Your accent is something like from the northeast.
No, sir.
Actually, you have two things with VAIDS. One is, I told you that your relationship does not end at the end of batch. You can repeat your classes if you want. But it does not mean that you remain non-serious in the first time. You should join on particularly the things which you think you need to.
Yes,
You
sir.
can join whole of the batch also. You can repeat your classes.
Yes,
But
sir.
if you have understood and if you have written your answers, then there is no need to. But you can.
Yes, sir.
And second thing is that once you get into IAS, when I say IAS proper, in particularly in general category cutoff within that range, then you get your fees back. Whatever fee you pay, so that is in a way, it is an investment. And you become IAS and you take it back. Fine?
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Purohit?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I'm
Good
audible, sir.
Yeah.
सर मैं आप सर एंथ्रो के दोनों पेपर आप ही पढ़ाने वाले पेपर
नहीं।
1 and 2
हम दो लोग हैं, अंतिम सर को आपने देखा है. He is taking up thinkers
ओके
and research methods. Most of the
Okay.
things I take up.
और सर दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये था
But
कि
just a minute, but let me tell you, there is a very wrong impression about teaching. I am not a teacher, I'm your coach. There is a difference between teaching and coaching. Teacher means delivering lecture and lecture and lecture and lecture and filling volumes of pages. Now, let us say you are fighting the nationals, say you are a hockey player. You are fighting the nationals of the hockey. What you have to do with the ball once you enter the D, coach is not going to tell you. Coach is going to hit you at your knuckle. And that is my job. My job is to tell you how you become IAS. You have to put in all your efforts and I'm there with you.
ओके सर और सर दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जैसे मैंने आपके पुराने वीडियो देखे तो आप उसमें बता रहे थे कि आप 2024 में आप फिर पढ़ाना बंद करके आप फिर एंथ्रो पढ़ाना बंद करके फिर आप स्कूल की तरफ ध्यान
नहीं,
देंगे
मैंने नहीं कहा. मैंने ये कहा है कि I'm going to start a school for tribals.
ओके
That will be towards the end of 25.
ओके सर
And second thing is that it doesn't mean that I will lose the connect. I have already set up a Wi-Fi over there. Anytime anybody can contact me and through video call also. And twice a week we will be having live interaction regarding problem solving. Answer you can right now also you can send by mail, and then also you can send by mail.
Okay, sir.
Whenever you feel, see, job of a coach is to keep you at ease till you qualify. Job of a coach is to develop the confidence in you that yes, you can make it. The people who are online, they never have the opportunity to be face to face. But our last year topper, he was from online only because they were the product of COVID only.
Yes, sir.
Narayana Myth, he was, because we never had the offline at that time.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Okay,
So
sir.
it makes no difference.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Kaushal?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I am thinking to join this online batch right now, but I am also thinking to come Delhi after this online batch. Is it worth to come Delhi for answer writing means?
No. Online people cannot shift to offline. Offline people can shift to online. Actually, seats are limited. Even my interaction with the offline students, I'm thoroughly engaged from morning till evening. I cannot bear any additional burden. So
No, sir,
online
after-
people can continue online only.
No, sir, after completing this online batch, after August, I am thinking to come Delhi.
You plan to come to Delhi, but you can join that batch then.
Okay.
Once you are online, answer checking for offline people, where will be your group? We have WhatsApp group for answer writing, which Antim sir told him he'll be telling you in details. If you are coming here, but your team is online, how will we interact with the team?
No, sir, I am just asking by the layman person term means
dear
by
sir,
many things are come anxiousness that
See.
also.
If I start getting answer evaluated for every person one by one, I have to close my classes. So much of need would be there. Personal benefit will be that offline people, they sit here from 8 in the morning till in the late evening and they study here. What people call library, we have our own library and it is available to everybody.
Okay, sir. सर मीन्स वो बहुत दिल्ली का ऐसे बोलते हैं कि बहुत ज्यादा एंशियसनेस हो जाता है, बहुत ज्यादा कंपटीशन है, उससे स्टडी पे भी वो यानी डिफरेंस हो जाता है, तो उससे अच्छा घर से ही रह के प्रिपरेशन करें।
तो भाई साहब आपको किसने कहा है आप ऑनलाइन करो?
राइट नाउ सर आई एम इन
ये
ग्रेजुएशन।
गलत बात है, चित भी मेरी पट भी मेरी, दोनों बातें नहीं होती।
He wants to do the coaching before so that he can save time. And he's just wondering.
When you want to invest in anthro coaching, that time you devote to your general studies. Ultimately, you have to prepare both. And when you want to take up anthropology, you come to Delhi. Simple.
Okay.
In Delhi, there is plenty of negativity. The problem is with UPSC is that if you seek advice from 10 people, you will get 11 types of advice. By the time you reach 10th person, the first has changed the opinion. So why should you get into that? And while you are sitting in our own library, you have like-minded people. You have people who were students last batch or last to last batch or last year also. They are quite helpful. If you have any doubt for many of the things, you don't have to approach me at all. Your seniors can resolve all the things. And you'll be getting all the updates even from them also.
Okay, sir.
Ayush?
Hello, yes, sir. Am I audible?
Sir,
you said that you are a coach, not a teacher, and you cover, you don't cover all syllabus, and you just make guide. You are just a guide. So can you please elaborate on this word guide, that what guidance you provide, given anthro syllabus can also be prepared by one?
When we have a lecture, what I studied in my, up to my MSc 4.5 years, people finish their post-graduation in 5 years, I finished in 4.5 years. If I start teaching you that way, Are you going to attend classes? In
No, sir,
UPSC,
no
they
plan.
do not want you to know more. You don't have to write anything beyond 300 or 350 words. But you have to be communicated for more than 1,000 words. What I do is I make you understand and I dictate to you something around that. If you need 300 words, I give you 350. If you have to write 200 words, I give you 250. Rest of the things you have to learn. No big dictations with respect to any particular chapter. Otherwise, if there is one chapter kinship becomes a full discipline by itself.
Yes, sir.
So I don't have to teach. I have to just tell you how to become, and I tell you the way. This is the way. That is it.
So, sir, can you please more elaborate on this guidance part? That what benefits do we get from it from any other aspirant who is not taking coaching in Anthro? I mean,
Who is not taking coaching? I didn't get you.
I mean, there's an aspirant who is not taking coaching, and on the other side, we are taking guidance from you. Then what benefits do we get?
See, what is coaching all about? Coaching means how to improve your chances of success.
Yes, sir.
And that you can do through rigorous answer writing, evaluation, discussion, improvising. In social sciences, there is nothing that you cannot understand on your own. If you have studied general studies, history, geography, economy, politics, culture, what is that you cannot understand on your own? But you have to be told how to write and how much to be written.
Okay.
That is coaching.
Okay, and sir, one more question that topper's note seems quite rich and deep. Then can't we rely just on that?
I didn't get you.
Topper's notes, can we rely on that only?
That depends on you. Because even the topper note say best I would say was third rank, Sachin.
Sachin Gupta,
In
sir.
his class notes, wherever I evaluate, I check, I put a circle. What is this? What is this? What is this? I don't comment on that. So if you can understand the meaning of that, you can benefit from that. Then Akshat, when result came out, Akshat had finished paper 1. I told
Yes,
him
sir.
that you release first part of this and second you do after next year. He said, no, I may have time, I may not. So second paper has been written in a hurry a bit. And also, lot of updation is required in paper 2. And in paper 1, particularly in fossil evidence and prehistory, you require a lot of updation. You can rely on that. Like Sachin, I think 5 years or 6 years ago, he wrote his latest one is Amit Narayan.
Yes,
He did well in paper 2, but in paper 2, I told you every time you require a lot of updation. You can. But
And
still,
sir,
you will need somebody who can tell you whether that is optimum or that is not.
and sir, how much interlinkage is there in Anthro, especially in paper 1 and paper 2? Interlinkage part. That
See,
topper say na that you have to interlink this, that. So can you please elaborate on that?
see, as far as social cultural is there, and paper 2 part 1 social change part is there, they are not only interrelated, they help you in your social issues also, and they help you in your essay also.
Okay.
Prehistory you have in paper 1 also, paper 2 also. In paper 1 it is general world history, in paper 2 you have Indian history, Indian prehistory. Fossil evidence you have in paper 1, Indian fossils you have in paper 2. Then the thinkers part which is there, it can be helpful in all these, related to both these parts. Tribal India is one thing that you can relate to with both these parts. May not be other way around. But social cultural and Indian anthropology both can be helpful in answer writing for tribal India.
And sir, do we have to restrict to these thinkers given in the syllabus only, or we have to study some more? For example, in classical evolution, and just the thinkers given, or we have to go beyond that too?
You want to become an anthropologist or an IAS?
Obviously, civil servant.
Then why to ask this?
I mean, I was seeing a topper talk, and he was saying that for value addition or some
My
answer
dear sir,
enrichment.
last to last year, in paper 1, 80 marks worth of questions were from out of syllabus.
Yes, sir.
People were literally crying.
Yes, sir.
I told them to be cool, and that year only we had Shubham, our
Yes,
topper.
sir. Yes, sir.
So, what does this mean?
Okay, so
Beyond
basically,
your syllabus is not even a pocket edition of anthropology. Anthropology is too vast.
yes, sir.
So, what additions you will make? How would you decide? Even if you stick to anthropology syllabus only, even once you start going through tribal India, you will realize. Otherwise, for 1.5 paper, you have to read only limited things. For tribal India, hardly 25 questions are there, and you have to read more than 500 pages.
Yes, sir.
And then you tell me that you will advise others to take anthropology or not.
Yes, okay, sir.
आयुषी तो हो गया ना? हर्षा? हर्षा?
Hi, good afternoon, sir. Am I audible?
हर्षा क्यों लिखा है? हर्ष को हर्षा लिखते हैं.
नहीं, मैंने हर्ष घर पे पूछा था, बट उन लोगों ने बचपन से ही रख दिया है नाम.
या न्यूमरोलॉजी लगाई है.
Some kind of that.
चल, हाँ बोलो.
Sir, I am not that good at diagrams. So is it necessary to be good at diagrams, like drawing that
Just a
shape
minute.
of head?
I was so poor in diagrams. Then in 8th there was a choice to take either Sanskrit or drawing, and I shifted to Sanskrit. It's a different thing that I learned a lot of. Say, if you are, I literally hated drawing diagram. Let us say skull is the most crucial thing you have to draw. How you do it? वो skull कहाँ है भाई? You have a nasal depression. This is there. This nasal depression is there. Fine. And then in the nose you have a nasal spine, but it is not visible ordinarily in the skull because that is broken. This is your skull. Fine. So you have,
yes, sir.
This is broken, this is split nasal spine, but this nasal depression is there. And then you have slight projection for your mandible and maxilla, lower jaw and upper jaw. And then you have chin, make it a curve. And then you have a forehead. And then you have the skull and make it a curve. That is all. Here you have mastoid. And you have teeth. Teeth cannot be more than 7. Actually, there should be 8, not more than this. Do it like this. This is your orbit. Here is a bone split. Here is a bone split. Here is another bone. How much time does it take?
Hardly a minute.
So
hardly 30 seconds.
No diagram should take more than 30 seconds. Actually, through the diagrams, only examiner realizes that you have understood the things, but at the same time, it must not be time consuming. If you take, let us say, 3 or 4 minutes in a 15 marker, you have to write in 11 minutes. And if you just give 3 to 4 minutes here, how much time you are left with? Any diagram must not take more than 30 seconds. And I think this is the most complicated of all the diagrams that you make for physical anthropology. All others are much simpler.
Right.
So when I joined anthropology and we had to do it everywhere, I first used to practice on sand. And then I developed interest in drawings and Samik.
Sir, one should start preparation with option only, or one should first finish the GS course.
How does it make a difference? Ultimately, you have to prepare whole of it.
Yes, but sir, I have prepared GS course in my state PSC.
You have
But UPSC,
your GS.
yes, for state PSC, I have written 2 or 3 mails.
Which state?
Gujarat, sir.
Should I ask you anything from your general studies?
No, not extensive like UPSC, but for like.
Even for state, which part you are strong in your general studies?
Sir, I think history and history on art and culture history.
Okay, tell me
Yes,
what
sir.
is history? That should be the easiest question. Anybody who can tell me what is history? Anybody?
History is like study of past events.
Huh?
So
Study of
history,
past events.
so history is the study of the growth of the human civilization.
Anybody else?
The study of past in a chronological order.
Past. When you say past, from when to when?
Related to human being only.
Pardon? Confused.
From civilization, from
What is
civilization.
what is civilization?
Sir, Sabhyata, human Sabhyata.
I didn't ask you the meaning translation of that. You couldn't define history and you have to trouble yourself through another term. You know, civilization will be very complex. Like in anthropology, in social sciences, we call Indus Valley also a civilization. But if you ask somebody who is an expert in physics, he knows no civilization starts with the mechanical use of steam, James Watt. And if you are a computer engineer, you will say no, silicon chips mean civilization. So that will be more confusing. Sir, that is not that easy even in state. History will remain history only. I have a video of what is prehistory. There I have firstly defined prehistory, then protohistory, then history. So actually it doesn't make any difference. Ultimately, you have to prepare both. And this is the time when you have to start your 24 preparation. Otherwise, the more you delay, the more you'll be delaying your success. 24 will become far, far, far away from you. So you may start with, you may do that. But one thing is there, by the end of 31st January 2024, you must be thorough with your mains. When I say mains, means both the papers of your optional and 3 papers of general studies. Those that will be helpful for your prelims also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sakshi?
Good morning. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have done BLEd, Bachelor in Elementary.
I didn't. Pardon? Please repeat.
Bachelor in Elementary Education. So it is related to education discipline. And right now, I'm in the first year of MA Political Science, doing from IGNOU. I'm confused between the optionals, anthropology, and PSIR.
I told you PSR is a very good syllabus. One thing, let me tell you very clearly. This is my 41st year in coaching, and I have never advised anybody to take Anthro. Can you believe me? And even I tell you, you take Anthro, don't rely on me because it is my bread and butter. So I never ask anybody to take Anthro. So you take a political science, simple conclusion.
Sir, I opted for the Anthro. I mean, selected Anthro more in comparison to PSIR because I felt that PSIR is too vast and it had
I told you in the
upgradation is
beginning.
needed.
I
Upgradation
told you
is needed.
in the beginning only. I told you.
Yes, sir.
But one great advantage that nobody else can give you is that all your examiners and paper setters in anthropology, they are junior to me. I won't elaborate. You interpret yourself.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Suryansh,
Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon, sir.
I want to ask about what is the total number of classes which you will be taking in the afternoon batch?
The number of classes.
Yeah, it is going to be about 3.5 to 4 months, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. You count yourself.
Okay,
And
sir.
if you count in terms of number of classes, I wish you join somebody where number of classes is much more, if that is the criterion for you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Next
Good
one.
afternoon, sir.
Amisha?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes,
My
sir.
name is Amisha Tiwari. Sir, I have a doubt regarding joining two coachings. Like you said, we should not go for GS and optional together. But sir, right now you mentioned that by January we should be thorough or prepared with the GS part. So, sir, the coaching institute which I have joined offers the program for 12 months. So, if I will join the coaching institute in the month of January, like or
Okay.
after pre, how I'll prepare?
I got your query. Let me make your job much easier and saving your time also. Actually, where the institutes are good in general studies, crowds are too much. Crowds you have in a way you cannot even ask your doubts.
Yes,
And
sir.
second thing is, for most of the institutes, the lectures are available on Telegram. If you have to just listen to the lecture of a Babaji, why should you cough up so much of? Why not to join any Telegram group? And not only that, within a day, you can take up 2 videos at a time and you can finish preparation of those 2 lectures in one day. That way, you can reduce your time of preparation of your general studies also.
Yes, sir. So, sir, can I, like, I wanted to join anthropology's coaching because I also want concept clarity along with the coaching. So, I read Ember and Ember, like how you recommended that before joining the classes, we should read the book. But, like, if I will join the April batch, then I will be attending 2 coachings online. Like, the one is for GS and one for optional. So,
That will be
will,
suicidal. I told you, joining 2 coachings at a time is going to be suicidal.
so then when to join? Like the program for GS will mains will go like I have joined Vision IS, so the program will go till January. So when
What
I'll
I'm
join.
telling you, why should you join GS coaching? Any one particular reason for that? You have
Sir,
already
I have
finished.
already joined the coaching. That is the problem.
Then you finish with that and then talk about answer. Otherwise, doing two, even now when you are doing, which portion you have covered in your general studies, can you tell me?
So only geography. Till now the classes are done for geography. So I think accordingly it's just geography, sir.
Have you prepared geography?
No, sir, I'm still doing the answer writing.
Madam,
I'm
you
not
tell
thorough with
me,
it.
you are having class 2.5 hours only. What are you doing for rest of the time?
So
The same
other
way you will do
subjects
and
also
so
I'm
on. So,
reading.
and that is going to be a waste. You have to start afresh everything.
Okay, sir.
This is what I told you, that you have to attend the class, convert into points, come back, look the additional sources, insert those additional points, and remember, mug up every point before you go to bed. That is the way you have to take benefit from your coaching. And if you have to listen to the lectures only, I told you, you just visit Telegram.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Devansh?
हेलो सर, एम आई ऑडिबल?
या
सर, मुझे ये क्वेश्चन पूछना था कि सर सफिशिएंट टाइम है क्या, क्योंकि अभी अप्रैल से स्टार्ट होगा आपके क्लासेस, फिर उसके बाद अगस्त तक, वही जुलाई या अगस्त तक खत्म होगा क्लासेस, फिर उसके बाद बचा कितना मंथ?
I'll tell you the way out.
Yes, sir.
There are just 5 topics. You have fossil evidence, you have primates, you have archaeology, and you have evolution, and you have genetics.
Yes, sir.
These 5 topics are there where you cannot even think of doing anything else. You have to totally involve in that. For
Yes, sir.
every other topic, the alternate day classes that you have, you can finish that topic that day only. So you can
Yes,
have
sir.
additional time. I tell you that now can you can also share with your general studies. And not only that, if you talk about general studies, say you have history, geography, economy, polity, bio, beta. See, with geography comes internal security, disaster management, and environment. They go hand in hand. Once you have taken up geography, if you are seriously preparing along with your optional, it may take 3 months. Otherwise, I told you, you watch 2 videos at a time. You can finish it in 1.5 months, and these things you can finish in 2 months. And when I say, it means including your prelims preparation, all these things. At times, it's very difficult to find out whether a question belongs to economy or geography, economic, geography, and economy. Your economy, you can finish in these, you can finish in 2 months, this in 1 month. Polity, it may take, again, whole day I'm talking about. And this is again, this history plus culture. How much time it requires? Provided you are taking up 2 lectures per day from any Telegram batch. I told you the way is listen to the lecture, note down the points, consult additional sources, add those points into that, and remember those points. UPSC is not interested in what you have read. UPSC is interested in your performance of that 3 hours that you have in the exam. And that will depend on how much you remember the things. So if you finish your Anthro, say by August, it will be around. Then these 5 months, finishing these, means come prelims, how much does it take? You can change your strategy this way also. There is no one way, ideal way to take up and make it. You have to evolve your own way, your own strategy. How you do it depends on you. But now is the time to start your, if you have not already started, to start your preparation if 2024 is the target.
Yes, sir.
Harshvardhan?
Yes, sir. So good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, what is the role of current affairs in anthropology?
Plenty of role is there, but that is none of your jobs. It is my job. Every day, the WhatsApp group that you are updated with respect to mains, general studies, plus Anthro.
Okay.
The
Okay.
currents,
Thank you, sir.
firstly, it is from newspapers. I read Hindu, Express, Morning Standard, Times of India, Statesman, Hindustan Times, Economic Times, Business Standard, Tribune, Statesman. And before we start our classes at 9 o'clock, we already put up. So how much time does it take to finish? You people take more than 2 hours to finish one newspaper. पढ़ते क्या हो यार newspaper में? What is there?
Sir, actually, I don't read newspapers.
So that is there. And for Anthro, Then of course Frontline is there, and Yojana is there, and Kurukshetra is there, Indian Anthropology is there, Man in India is there, and all those journals are there. All those, whatever is, and then Down to Earth is also there. The currents from newspaper you can also have on our website. But the information from the journals and magazines, it is available to our students only in our WhatsApp groups.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Alish,
Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon.
Sir, my query is this, like you have recommended to read Ember and Ember first, should we go through the IGNOU study material before starting preparation, like studying before understanding the coaching or classes? Many of the toppers have suggested to read IGNOU study materials before.
See, Alish, remember one thing. It
Yes,
is,
sir.
you have three mediums to understand the things. First is audiovisual. You watch a movie and it get impression in your mind. Class is also just like that. Second is audio. You may not have image. You may listen to twice, thrice, four times. You may be able to understand. Understanding through books is the most difficult thing. That's why we have a class and we have a repeat of the class also. Even if you think after reading the book that you have understood, after the class you will realize that no, you didn't understand the way you should have. Fine? Vivo V2111.
हेलो सर
कोई नाम तो होगा भाई.
चंद्रशेखर सर.
Chandrasekhar. So is it that bad a name that you should put the phone number, phone? अच्छा. हाँ चंद्रशेखर.
Sir, I studied Ember, sir. I put base material Akshat Jain book, sir. Topper's notes to answer writing. It's good or wrong.
I think I have already answered to that, yeah. You know, I definitely advise to consult these things, but after writing your own answers. Once you have written the answers and you have got it evaluated, then you compare with the topper's answers and you will realize that you have written a better answer.
Yes, sir.
But if you just imitate anybody, even there are blunders in those prints also.
Yes, sir.
But if you see, when you show me the answer, I'm least concerned about what source you have consulted. But I'm definitely concerned with what you have written, whether you have understood or not. If you have not, then you have wasted your time and you are wasting my time as well. I don't encourage this kind of answer writing. People are there who show me ready-made answers from toppers, and I ask them what is the meaning, and they fail to answer. If you do it once, I keep you out for 1 week. If you repeat, I keep you out for 2 weeks. And still, if you repeat for the third time, then till the time the batch is over, I'm not going to correct your answers. You have to be honest to yourselves. You are not responsible to me. You are responsible to yourselves.
Yes.
Done?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
हाँ Priya?
Sir, what is the basic definition of anthropology, sir?
Should we start our class right now? What is basic definition? Definition means definition. Basic would be that it is the science of man. Anthropos means man. Logos means study. Science of study of man. But one big problem is there. I wrote in a research paper that science, it is the study of man. And one of the editors who was a feminist, She deleted that man and she wrote human beings. When we say study of man, does it exclude women? The definition that I have given in my book, it is the study of biological as well as social cultural evolution and variation.
Okay, sir.
If you talk about Hershkovitz, he says it is the science of man and his works. If you talk about Washburn, he says anthropology is what anthropologists do. जो एंथ्रोपोलॉजिस्ट करते हैं वही एंथ्रोपोलॉजी है. तो क्या
Yes,
समझे?
sir. Human evolution, sir.
No, it depends. Over time, you will realize what you have to write in a particular question. And none of them is wrong. A jargon we use, it's a study of man in time and space. But that is too vague. You have to elaborate upon that.
Okay.
There's a question asking comparison of options, socio-philosophy and...
Yeah, I told you I'm not going to advocate anthro. You ask me any particular subject and I can tell you about that particular subject. Say sociology and anthropology. Sociology is a very good subject again. Very easy to understand. But paper 1 is based on 5 thinkers. Marx, Parsons, Merton, Weber, Durkheim. Whole of paper 1 is based on these 5 thinkers. And if you have interest in thinkers in social sciences, you can understand paper 1. Otherwise, it's going to be tough. Paper 2 is very easy, but people take paper 2 as if they are writing general studies. Another thing is that socio syllabus is at least double that of anthropology, but it looks half if you do not know both the subjects. But most important thing is sociology and philosophy. These are pure social sciences that require a very sound writing skills. And the kind of background most of you have everything but writing skills.
Okay, sir.
Right? So if you want to take up sociology, give 3 months to your English improvising, and then you think about whether you can understand those 5 thinkers or not, and then you go for it.
Okay, sir.
और कौन है?
Can we score 350 plus in Anthro?
People have scored, yeah. Can we means?
Are you scored?
No, people have scored. But I think you should have the shorts that we have put in recently. You should have seen that and you would have realized how can you score? In that 1.5 minutes, I have covered everything. What you need to score. नहीं? Any other questions? आप लोगों के हैं? If any questions are there? नहीं?
Sir, this is...
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, how can I manage like self-study in anthropology in the classroom? I have seen one of your videos where you have stated that you will be completed like 25% of the syllabus and the rest we
No,
have to do
I
it
don't
by
cover.
ourselves. So,
I don't
sir,
cover at all. I told you I'm not your teacher. I'm your coach.
yes, sir. That's the reason.
You cover 100%. And this issue was raised in one of the seminars. The seminar started like that only. And people are there upstairs. If you go there and find out, I jokingly tell them that we have already covered 30% that Shubham said. So what else you want? And we continue joking till the syllabus is covered.
Next person.
यार चलो मैं आपको let me explain to you how we proceed with, and then you will understand whether we do or we don't. In simple terms, if you have your syllabus, you have intro, then you have basic concepts, society, culture, institution, association. Then you have a big chapter that you call institutions. Institutions means marriage, family, kinship, economy, polity, and religion. These are institutions. And then you have research methods, and finally language and communication. This is your paper 1, part 1, what they say. Most crucial part is this one. And it takes about 3 weeks to finish. Oh, one most important thing I forgot, culture and thought. And this takes about 2 weeks, just more than 2 weeks. Then this takes about 1 week, and this, you can say including that, just more than 1 week. And then you have physical anthropology. Of course, that cultural evolution also is there, but we take up with paper 2. You have evolution, fossils, primates, genetics, race, growth, ecology, applications. That is it. But the way your syllabus is given there, these 3 topics are given here. Here, sorry. These are given here. So that means the paper setter is at a liberty to ask these 3 topics either here or in the section they ought to be. So if these are included here, this is physical anthropology, then one more question on physical anthropology, if you get there, you get 80% physical anthropology. Biological sciences with diagrams are definitely more scoring. Social sciences, you have to make them scoring through your writing skills and diagrammatic issues and others. So this is your syllabus of paper 1, and I told you those 5 topics which are there. Those 5 topics together, prehistory, evolution, genetics, fossils, primates, take about a month. Paper 2, you have Indian prehistory, but you have prehistory in paper 1 also. It's a small syllabus. Then racial and linguistic elements. Then basis of Indian social system. Then basic concepts. These are different basic concepts with respect to India, these are. And then you have one more topic is there, growth of anthropology in India. And then you have tribal India. Whole of it thereafter is tribal India. You don't have more than 80 questions here. Here you may have more than 120 questions in paper 1. This is a factual question topic. This is a factual topic. This is a factual topic. To an extent, this one also, though not fully, but when they see there are for the paper one is technical. When I say technical, it means we have lecture, discussion, dictation, all the three. When it is factual, it is just discussion. Question is there. I keep asking you, you keep responding, and the answer is ready. In the beginning only I told you, because subject is new, you have to read twice. Whatever doubts are there, 15 to 30 minutes before the class, you have to put into my WhatsApp so that we can clarify. Questions you would always be knowing. Groups are already there to share your answers. And then Antim sir will tell how to get evaluated. If offline people are there, of course, they don't have any problems. Online people we discuss on our app. Fine.
So there is one comment on YouTube for Hindi medium.
So Hindi medium batch is a problem. I want to have Hindi medium students, but students don't approach. If only 1 or 2 persons are there, obviously we cannot have batch for them. What you can do is that you can attend this class, you can ask your questions in Hindi, you can get your answers evaluated in Hindi, you can discuss personally also in Hindi. But classes are, we don't have students. So for the last 7 years, this is our 8th year when we are not having students. And therefore, we have not even revised the study material in Hindi also. How to prove English writing skill? See, there are two things in any language. One is grammar, one is vocabulary. When you read a newspaper every day, add 2 to 3 new words to your vocabulary to be added to your answer writing. And also, grammar improve properly, particularly in terms of gender and in terms of numbers, singular, plural. Where to use verb and where to use helping verb. 10th grammar you read 10 times, Friend and Martin, and you will understand. Irony is that in our science stream everywhere, whether medicine or engineering or commerce also, emphasis is not given on writing skills. But UPSC is a journalistic exam. So that is the first thing you have to do. What about current base? I told in the beginning, you may have, this is whole of it can be current based. And every 15 days or so, the things which we put in the WhatsApp group, we subsequently add to our study material also. Like say, for example, today only, you had about Indus Valley civilization, the latest information is there. And again, today only, about the dying languages, another set of information is there. In genetics or evolution, hardly 1 or 2, 3 news may be there in whole of the year. But in fossil evidence, plenty of changes take place. In prehistory, plenty of changes take place. I told you in tribal India, of course. Done? Pankaj, which edition of Amber and Amber B? Presently available in the market is 15th edition. But in 14th and 15th edition, the chapter on thinkers is not there. So you are provided with a photocopy of chapter 15 by the institute. The latest the edition, the more recent researches would be there. Prelims is becoming tougher. Who said? Lokesh? What is your source of information?
Sir, because most of the candidates are eliminated in the prelims itself. Okay, that is why I am asking this.
It has to be, because that is the scheme of the exam. Say if there are 1,000 posts, obviously 10 to 12,000 candidates will be making it, because UPSC won't allow more number of people. So tough and tough is not the case. Depending on how many posts are there, like this year, you have 1105. So definitely the cutoff will be only was a 13,000 or so. More number of people would be included there. And if it is tough for everyone. So why should you be worried about?
Thank you, sir.
How
Sir?
much time is required for anthropology on daily basis, coaching class help? I told you 4 months you give to anthropology. When I say 4 months, you cannot measure in terms of hours. You have to measure in terms of how much you retain in your mind. In online class, which language will teach us? I think we'll have class in Persian. Isn't it? That will be better. Isn't it a ridiculous question? Actually, online there is not a separate batch. It is offline, live only. Live stream is there. And we don't have any software that would translate separately for online. Fine. Chalo, so nice of you for being patient. One thing is there, it is your career. You have to take a decision and take your decision very judiciously. But before, first thing I repeat, do not join 2 coachings at a time. Second thing is improvise your language before you have serious plunge, because once you get into serious preparation, language is the casualty. And third thing is, it's not important how much you read, how much you retain is important. You may read for 14, 15, 16 years, hours, but may not retain a single thing, wastage of time is there. Fine? God bless you. Now Antim sir will tell you rest of the details about.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
बोलो. There is a question offline that when you're reading, you get a question. You feel all the content is relevant. So how to address that?
See, Gaya Pandey is thinkers. And what we advise is, first is your class. Then if you want to supplement, another thing you have handwritten class notes. Then if still confusion is there, if you whatever is left, not covering whole of it, then you read Amber and Amber. Still whatever is left, then you go through Upadhyay Pandey. You don't have to increase the bulk of the content. So much is there in the market. So if you have understood from the class and you think that's enough, then what is the need for consulting other things? Fine?
No, when you are reading Upadhyay and Pandey, it's seems like story also, na? So when you are reading a story, everything seems relevant. So you need to break things. Rather, there are other books I recommend. Anyway, I'll say that you also go through previous year questions to find out that what is relevant. Go through toppers notes to see what the structure for the answer should be. The structure that I suggest is that first you introduce the theory, then you give a brief, then you tell the assumptions of the theory. If there are any schools, you mention that, contributions, criticism, and then you conclude the answer. So you just try to find content under these categories. Those life histories and all that are given, they seem interesting, but how are they relevant for your answer? That is the question. Also, some things are written wrong. Maybe during the editing, it is sometimes the name of the publisher gets skipped or something. So those things are there. But anyway, it's good just for understanding, but preparing answers if you want to, better do from Akhanjam. It's almost like ready-made answers. Okay, online people.
Sir,
Good
afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Sir, can you please repeat the date and time of the offline admission?
I'll repeat the entire thing. Okay. So the batch is starting from 15th of April. Okay. And the afternoon batch is surely going to start on 15th of April. But the morning batch, that is the 9 a.m. batch, it's a little tentative that it will start on 15th. There's a possibility that it will be delayed by 3 weeks. We are yet to decide on that. Okay. Admissions for both the batches will be on 2nd April only. And I'll just elaborate a little bit about the batch. The duration of the batch is 3.5 months. The duration of class usually is 2.5 hours. Okay. And we conduct the entire course in question and answer manner only. And the idea is that by the time your course ends, all your questions should have a ready answer. Okay. So
Okay, sir. Registration date is 2nd April.
Yes, 2nd April. Let me finish Priya first. So on 2nd April at 8 a.m. sharp, the admission will start on the website. You just visit the website, fill in a basic details, pay in 2,000 rupees for registration fee, and you can just register for your admission and secure your admission. So that way you will have your admission secure. You just fill in your basic information there, and you need to pay 2,000 rupees as a non-refundable registration fee, and that will secure your admission. These 2,000 rupees will be accommodated in your entire fees. Okay.
And sir, admission process of the offline batch?
अरे सुन तो लो मेरी माँ.
Okay, okay, sir.
Let me
Sorry.
complete na. So for online batch, you will get an email where you will get the link where you can proceed to complete the admission process. Entire thing can be done online itself. You have next 3 days after registration to complete the online admission. Regarding offline admission, when you register, you within half an hour or 1 hour, you'll receive an email from us with a date and time slot at which you have to visit the institute, along with 2 passport photographs and a photocopy of 1 government ID. You come to the institute, complete the formalities, pay the fee. You can pay the fee in cash, check, online transfer, UPI. Okay, card is not acceptable. Rest is available.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And you have to personally come to the institute. God forbid if any situation is there that you are not here, then it's better you after registering, you give a call to the number of admin given there or to me directly. I'll share my number by the end of the session. Okay. So
Okay,
this
sir.
is
Thank
the
you, sir.
basic process of admissions. For online people, the apps will, the class will be conducted on our app. Okay, the class will be live, the same way we are having right now. Both offline and online people are here, and we are interacting online. You similarly will be able to interact, and the study material will be couriered to you without any extra charges. Okay, this is the basic thing.
Okay.
So now, whatever queries you have, you may ask. हाँ जी, तुम्हारा नाम संदीप है या पुरोहित है?
सर मेरा नाम संदीप है, पुरोहित इस सरनेम है।
पुरोहित है सरनेम। हाँ संदीप जी बताओ।
सर जी मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि मैं ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट हूँ, तो फिर लैपटॉप के लिए कुछ वेबसाइट से देख सकते हैं लाइव क्लासेस?
नहीं यार, we are knowingly kept it off PC and Mac because literally there is nothing you can do to prevent piracy. So we knowingly did that. I understand कि screen थोड़ी छोटी है. I'll suggest that you get a economic tab for yourself.
ओके सर। और सर दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि एक बार वापस बताएंगे कि ऑनलाइन के स्टूडेंट्स को कैसे फीस भरनी है भाई? जो
You will just get a link there. You will have all the traditional methods. It's quite simple, just like your usually the way you purchase the courses. That way.
और सर जैसे सर ने बताया कि डाउट पूछना है तो खाली लेक्चर चालू होने से पहले व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में।
नहीं, that is the way is that you send your doubts. So beforehand, it's evident that you have read and all those things. In between, again, you are given time to interact the way we are doing it in, right now. Okay. So similarly, you can just raise your hand, and whenever I notice, I'll just ask, or sir notices, he'll ask. क्या बात है?
ओके सर। और सर दूसरा था कि जो बैच चालू होने वाली है मॉर्निंग में 15 अप्रैल या फिर 2 मई को, उसका टाइम 9 o'clock की मॉर्निंग वाली बैच होगी कि कोई और दूसरी?
नहीं, morning, but timing will be that only. For morning, where the timing will be 9 to 11:30 only, and for afternoon 2 to 4:30 only.
And sir, I want to join morning class, तो कोई टाइम फिक्स चेंज हो सकता है बाद में, या फिर मैं मॉर्निंग में?
नहीं, it can get extended यार, but not change. हो सकता कभी if sometime maybe me or sir we have some kind obligations, so we may request you guys, but that's a very rare case.
Okay sir.
Tejaswini?
Sir, do we get the recordings of live classes or only live classes will be
Only
there?
live classes. In case you end up missing, on Sunday we have replay of all the classes. Okay. Sunday ko
the same
app. Sunday ko we have 3 classes a week. We'll have the replay. So ideally 2.5 our class is there, but we edit it and make it some like 1 hour 40, 1 hour 50 minutes. So around 5 hours or so is the replay. Okay. Anyway, we have adequate breaks, and if you guys feel like, we can have it on some other day as well. But there are certain people who feel obligated to attend only on Sundays. That is why we have on Sundays. Replay can be arranged depending on requests from students, but the availability of offline recording is not there. And replay is less like when you have a replay of the match. So that becomes easy to understand.
Sir, what is the price details of online batch?
One at a time, please, Amrut. Tejaswini.
Sir, what is the price details of online batch?
Amrut, sir, let her complete. Kumara, you're done with Tejaswini?
Yes, I'm done. I will ask at last one query.
Amrut, the way we are approaching is that you can raise your hand, and then your question will be answered. You are asking fee of our online, it's 52,000. For offline, it's 59,000.
Okay, sir.
Suryansh?
Yes, sir. I want to ask that this test series is also included in this 59,000 offline course.
Come again, I didn't get you.
Sir, I want to ask that is test series for anthropology?
Yeah, test series is available. Either online batch or offline batch, test series will be available for you.
And sir, after the test series will start after the completion of the complete anthropology or in between?
Why let's start in between? Yeah. Only after you are done with the course, then we'll start the test series. In between, we have test, an informal test we have, sometime oral, sometime written. But the dedicated test series, that is separate. It happens twice. It happens in two parts, rather, I'll say. One is, if you are appearing for, say, 24, then you will have the first part of the test series after mains of 2023, and second part of the test series after prelims of 2024. Okay, all that is details is available on the website, and whenever time is right, I share with the students also.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sakshi?
So for offline students, if they miss the class, are there any provisions of online replay?
Offline people, if you have some emergency, you have an option to attend 1 or 2 classes online. But if you are find, if it's found out that you are attending online only, then you are asked to shift to online. Yeah. Kabhi some once in a blue moon says bus shoot gayi, no, you twist your ankle, anything, then you are more than welcome to join. Also, other than that, we have recordings of classes available at tablet at our institute premises. You can anytime come and attend that, be it online student or offline student. If you are in Delhi, most welcome to visit.
Okay, sir.
Hanji, Komal?
So, sir, like I want to join online, and let's say like 4 test series, and if I live nearby Delhi only, and if I want to write test series offline, so can I I mean, can I?
You can ask on that. That is a subjective scenario, नहीं sitting की बात है. You can ask that.
This is मतलब offline test series to this.
You can ask about that, whether you can come or not. उस time पे possibility जो होगी, I'll allow.
Okay.
Anyway, test series primarily are discussion based. You are given questions, you are given time to answer, and then you can proceed.
Okay. So, sir, one more doubt is like, so for classes, so we will be given class notes and printed material, and then like every day we will be knowing the topic, like what topics we have to read. I mean, we have to be read before the class, and then accordingly we will.
Right. Let me just elaborate that. So how the course happens? You are always aware of the topic that is going to be conducted in the next class. The first class we tell you at the time of admission. We start with the chapter 4 of VAIDS book, marriage. Okay. The class always starts with any doubts. Whatever doubts you have, you ask in the class, and the faculty, sir or me, make sure that they are addressed in the class. Once the class is done, you are advised to revise the class immediately. Okay. And whatever questions are covered, you write answers for them. In beginning of every section, we dictate a list of questions that are to be, for which answers are to be prepared by you guys. So whatever topics get covered in that day class, you make sure that you write the answer that day, and at least get it evaluated by counselor, if not by VAIDS directly. Okay. So if you are doing this much minimum, then only you are making the best out of your coaching. If you delay the answer writing, then you are inevitably wasting your time also.
Okay.
Okay, Amrut?
Sir, actually, I'm from a civil engineering background. I don't have much knowledge about anthropology. Should I choose the subject, or should I
Dekho, I can guide you on how to approach it, but I can't give you an opinion. So I'll suggest you this book, Amber and Amber.
Yes, sir. I have read it, sir, Amber and
You have
Amber.
read it?
I understood, but many of the students are telling that anthropology is a very vast subject as compared to sociology. So I was a bit confused in these two.
No, that is wrong interpretation. It's not vast. Rather, I'll say socio will be a little bigger than anthro. Not too much. Not too much. But you are from engineering background. Okay. And usually engineers are known not to have a good writing skill. Okay. And second thing is the entire paper 1 of sociology, it's based on thinkers.
Yes, sir.
Thinkers, if you're not aware, are social scientists who did their researches in far away remote places and then came up with their theories. They don't even hold true or whatever, may hold true or not these days, but finding that, being able to understand it and expressing in such a manner, that is a very challenging job for an engineer.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're having good writing skills,
Yes, sir.
and you find this theoretical things interesting, then sociology will be a good option for you.
So, yeah, actually, I was planning to appear for 2024 UPSC. Will it be possible to complete this anthropology syllabus, or should I change the options?
I didn't get you. Is it possible to change?
Should I take this anthropology subject, or should I shift to another subjects which will help?
That
help
is
me to
for
cover
you.
the
That is
PSC
for
one?
you to decide, na?
That's what I was a bit confused.
I have given you what is there in sociology, what is good, what is bad, and similarly what is there in anthropology. The only challenge you will face is paper 1 part 2 that we call the physical part. Okay. Usually what happens is engineers have not studied bio for at least 6 years. You guys have a very big mental block that bio is not my cup of tea. That block, if you have, then things become tough. So you either choose the entire long paper of theories or half a paper of biology. So it's your call totally.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
There is a video by VAIDS sir, how to select optional. You can watch that, and he has discussed in detail.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Om.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Sir, actually, I wanted to join the upcoming online batch, but sir, I had a doubt on the answer writing part, right? As you told, like there will be groups. So, are we evaluated on basis of the model answer, or do we need to upload it and it is checked by?
Okay, I'll just give a brief on how answers are evaluated. So there is a 2-level checking for answer. First, you share the answer with your counselors, assigned counselors, and second level you share it with sir. So how it will be is we'll divide you in group of 10 each, and it is always expected that 40% people are not active. So 5-6 people group is good enough. Okay, and you will discuss among yourself and come up with the best version of an answer. Okay, suppose you and I are in a group, I'll read the answer, you will give feedback, I'll modify accordingly, and we have a good version as per our knowledge that we can submit. Then the answer will be submitted to counselor. He'll give the feedback that where you stand, good or bad. Then accordingly you modify the answer, and then finally you show to sir. All this for online student is done by scanning a PDF and sharing on WhatsApp. And the feedback is given either over video call or over by recording a video of the answer.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, one more, the same question for the test series as well. So, does it happen in the
Yeah,
same
for
way?
test series, the evaluation is discussion based only. Not every sheet is checked. You are asked to write the questions. Then after, when the discussion is happening, you are asked to the ideal points. You're told the ideal points, and you can mark them yourself.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Got it? Sure. Devashish.
हेलो सर सर मुझे दिल्ली शिफ्ट होना है ऑफलाइन क्लासेस के लिए तो मुझे मैं ये जानना चाहता था कि मतलब वहाँ पे तो कोई है नहीं, ना ही कोई रिलेटिव है, ना ही कोई जान पहचान वाला है, तो फिर मैं शिफ्ट होऊंगा कैसे? और मुझे 1 से 2 हफ्ते के अंदर ही शिफ्ट होने के बारे में सोच
There
रहा
are
था।
people in my team who can help you with that.
Okay, sir.
I'll share my mobile number with you guys, so you can call me. Okay. So any queries that you have, you're
Yes,
most
sir.
welcome.
सर वन मोर क्वेश्चन सर, एंथ्रोपोलॉजी के लिए वैद सर तो अच्छी तरीके से हेल्प कर देंगे, गाइडेंस दे देंगे, लेकिन फिर अब जीएस है तो उसके लिए कैसे, मतलब उसके लिए गाइडेंस के लिए कहाँ पे, किस तरह से सर्च करूं?
Okay. It's quite a long answer, but I'll try to. Dekho, when you are preparing a strategy for GS, the way you approach it is first you go through the strategy of toppers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Not
Yes,
one,
sir.
not two, but at least 10 or 12 toppers.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm saying that you go through the strategy, that means you should watch the strategy at least 5 or 6 times. The knowledge that they are sharing with you in the strategy, that is not not so small that you can absorb it in one go. Okay. So when you are watching these 10 or 12 strategies, you will realize that you are able to correlate to only 3 or 4 of those. Okay. So whoever are you correlating to, you take up their book list, modify as per your understanding, and prepare a time chart to make that I have to finish these things by this. Give adequate buffers and keep weekly targets. Okay. And you have ample of videos available on Telegram and YouTube and whatnot, where you can understand the concepts easily. Okay. So when you are doing it on your own, you have like when you are having a lecture, regular coaching, you are only having one lecture a day, and that too has to be go with the speed of the lecturer. But when you are attending it on video, you can speed up, skip portions irrelevant. Okay, because it does happen that many things that are taught are not relevant from exam point of view. I feel sorry to say this, but many of my counterparts who teach economics, they teach history of money, one whole class for GSE. I don't think it holds any relevance these days. Like that, many such things are there that can be omitted. So if you are doing it through videos, you can omit such things and do the required coaching in 5 months, which usually is supposed to be as long as 14 or 16 months, whatever.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a longer conversation. We can have on call as well. Okay, Himanshu.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
Morning.
सर मेरा सवाल था कि इससे मेरे को बायोलॉजी में बिल्कुल इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, 12th तक भी नहीं, तो मतलब क्या एंथ्रोपोलॉजी लेना मेरे लिए सही है?
देखो इंटरेस्ट जो है ना, दैट इज also due to teachers. पहले just tell me your education background, graduation and Himanshu.
सर मैंने क्वेश्चन बोला।
I'm asking what's your education background?
Currently I'm history honors from DU and I was from PCM like till 12th.
Till 12th, and what about graduation?
Graduation history honors from DU.
History honors. Okay. Okay. Fine. I'll advise you to watch 2 videos by VAIDS sir. One, they are both on terminology. One is on geological timescales. Just you search VAIDS ICS or VAIDS terminology. You search on YouTube, तो मिल जाएगा. तो एक तो it will for geological timescale, and the other is for evolution genetics. So you go through those terminologies, and after that you try to read some topics from Anthro. If you are able to feel that you are able to understand, then good enough. But otherwise, if you are having so much, how should I say, algav is the word, you are feeling so much distant to anthropology, biology, then risking 1/4 of the paper is not a good advice. Okay. It could be that back then you did not have much interest, but it can be spiked. So you try this. If that works, great. Okay. Again, I'm not getting name, Vivo i2126.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, as you have mentioned that, sir, after doing the registration process, we will be notified an email to get we'll be getting a time slot to get admitted, sir, in offline class. Sir, is there any possibility that I would be coming to Delhi, sir, around 10th of April, and I need to get admitted on offline. So,
Okay,
is there any
yeah, I got your point. If any such thing is there, you can request someone from your friend or family to complete the formalities on your behalf. Or
sir.
if your train or flight or anything is running late, something like that, and a difference of 1 day or so is there, then
Yes,
I
sir.
can adjust the schedule also.
So,
That is a subjective case, and I think we can discuss it on call.
okay,
Whatever
sir.
your
So,
issue is, you can explain to me, and I'll. Okay.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Sure. Darsh.
Good evening, sir.
Evening, sir.
Sir, I wanted to ask that if it is all about self-study, then what should I choose, like sociology or anthropology? Because the timings of the batches would not be matching with my office, and I'm a working professional right now, and I'm already in a government job, so sir, I can't leave the job at this stage of my
Where you have
graduation.
job?
So I'm in a PSC right now.
AC, okay. Do you think this will be your ultimate job, this where you will settle?
No, sir.
Then why? What is the problem? Even if you are in probation and if you wish to take leave, the worst they will do is increase your probation. No one can kick you out, na. And
Yes, sir.
if you need any simple, if you need any help, no, getting a leave, I hope I'll be able to help you.
Okay, sir.
Still, देखो, you need to let go of something to grab onto another. So if you are stuck with these trivial things, then making a jump is very tough.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
No, but you have to see for which thing you can get a better guidance, which subject, because guidance is needed. If you are supposed to go from Delhi to Jaipur, you can either take the national highway or you can go via Bombay also. You have to be efficient, and that efficiency can be through guidance. It's not necessarily a teacher or a coach, but anyone who can guide you.
So if it's sociology subject, then can it be handled through self-study and guidance through
I told you the
content
biggest
available on the
challenge
net?
with sociology. I told you the biggest challenge. If you are able to surpass that, then good enough.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Shubham, go on.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. बताओ. I can't hear you, Shubham. Nishant, go on.
Good evening, sir. Sir, I wanted to join the August batch. So, sir, उसका process कब चालू होगा?
For that, again, admission will be on 1st of August. We'll have a seminar in July.
Okay,
and
thank you, sir.
discuss the details. Okay.
गुड इवनिंग सर.
हाँ शुभम.
सर मैं पूछना चाहता था कि जैसे प्रीलिम से पहले कितना टाइम पहले कोचिंग हमें स्टार्ट करनी चाहिए ताकि हम रिवाइज कर सके, अपना सारा टेस्ट सीरीज वगैरह खत्म कर सकें. और सर मेरी जैसे कोचिंग अभी मई में खत्म होगी जीएस की. सो आई वांटेड टू आस्क अबाउट दिस कि मतलब जैसे मैं
कहाँ से ले रहे हो कोचिंग?
मैं विजन से ले रहा हूँ.
विजन से ले रहे हो. एक पहले भी someone also had similar question. देखो, you have to find workarounds. Not everything will be as per your schedule. If you want to do things a certain way, you have to make some adjustments. So with Vision, the best thing is that they give video lectures, if I'm not wrong, and that too for 1 year, entire year, after your classes are over. So if you wish to join the batch and your classes with Vision are clashing, you can simply skip those classes and watch the videos later.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, if you are preparing, so if you want to target for April batch, you can do it that way.
सर एक्चुअली आई हैड अ क्वेश्चन कि जैसे मैं अगस्त में स्टार्ट करूं, मान लीजिए मैं अगस्त में स्टार्ट करता हूं 2024 के लिए, अगर मैं टारगेट कर रहा हूं, तो लेट तो नहीं होगा कि हाँ मैं इसमें रिवाइज भी करना है ऑप्शनल
Make sure that you have compiled your notes for GS before that August batch there.
Yes sir.
All your notes are compiled, and no, at least some practice of answer writing is also done. So that way, by November end, your batch for Anthro will end, and then you can no, for December January you can give test series for mains. Then December January Feb, and March April you can appear for prelims test series.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, great, guys. It was great interacting with you. I hope I have addressed all your
Hello,
questions.
sir. Hello.
I got a question in comments. Will there be no morning batches? There will be batch, but the starting date is tentative.
Hello, sir.
Either,
Sir, I have a question,
sir.
sir.
Let me complete, sir. Either be on 16th April or 2nd of May. It's tentative with the date will be, but it will start. Okay. Someone was asking Shubham or Shubhankar.
हाँ sir. Sir, actually, sir, in class 12, I have PCM background, and I completed my graduation in chemistry. So I don't have much knowledge on anthropology, but I want to take it as an optional. And I have already started my GS coaching also in Waziram. So
when did you start?
Sir, in February.
This February, okay.
So, sir, is it fruitful for me to take optional as a anthropology? Actually, I don't have much knowledge on anthropology. That's why.
What other options are you considering? I can just give you a comparison, na?
हाँ sir.
और क्या सोच रहे हो, क्या लेना? What are the
Actually, sir, I want to take chemistry also, but in chemistry.
देखो यार, anthropology is just like aloo. It's like प्याज. It goes with everything.
Okay, sir.
Any background person. ठीक है ना?
Oh, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyone, even if we have toppers from CA background, from engineering background, what not.
Sir, sir, I have also one question that sir, if I take anthropology optional in your institution, sir, means your portal is available on Windows, means computer laptop.
No, not.
Oh, is it only on Android?
It's on Android and iOS mobile devices only.
Okay, sir. So, sir, means live class and also recording class also available.
All everything, any thing related to class or study material will be through app only.
Recordings are available for means
No,
1 year.
recordings are not available.
Oh, okay. Only sir live class, sir.
Only live classes and replays.
Oh, okay. Means recording are not available. Means 1 day or 2 days staying.
How many times would you like to watch a class here?
And then means
watch it regular, then you watch one replay, when you watch 2 replay. It should be embedded in your head.
Means how many reply I get?
You can request. I'll schedule another.
Okay.
But usually people don't need it after one replay.
Okay.
For physical, sometimes people ask for another replay, but that's it. Okay. Website is www.vaidsics.com, where you can go and register for admissions. And admissions are starting on 2nd April at 8 a.m. sharp. I hope I have addressed all your queries. Still, if you have any, you can call me. The number is there. Okay. So thank you for your time, guys, and all the very best.
Thank you, sir.